Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the ECU Pirates. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Owls head coach. He has challenged his offensive line to dominate at the line of scrimmage. Why? They have a chance to make some history today with their running back. He has been beloved and productive all season long, and today he can break the school record for single-season rush yards. I know he's heavily involved in the script to start this opening drive. We'll see if they're able to get the record early and get this team fired up for their running back who they love. Guys?
All right, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Owls offense will go on the attack first. And onto the field for the first time comes Easton Messer. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Caught, and he's got room. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Florida Atlantic going back. After moving the chains. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Messer. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for... Looking for a gap. It's Bernard. Got room at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield. It's Peters. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it to the right side. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
They'll run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. 3rd and long right here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was... They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Enough to move the chains. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. On the run, it's Bernard. He's past the marker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to throw, it's Peters. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Left side, it's Garcia.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Rush is on. And he avoids the sack.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment. Right back to it. Down he goes.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Hits the hole. It's Bernard. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the 2nd half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Look out! Chase to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Owls are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Peters. The short hands, it's Bernard. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Shoots it to the left. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Incomplete, and that... The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback changing the play. Powers inside. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is good. And they'll put... The Owls are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touch. Finds a crease, it's Bernard. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Peters. Stepping to the right. Can't find his man as he took a trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Using his legs, it's Bernard. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
At the 20, he's got space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Hunt is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. Inside the 30. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Peters. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Messer. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Going to try to get it himself. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Follows his blocks. It's Bernard. Got enough for the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
The receiver on the jet sweep. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Keeps it on the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. The play fake. Rolls right. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they...
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. With the catch, it's Messer. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Peters. Here comes the heat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Drops back on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just barely got rid of it.
Nice job by the quarterback, evading the rush, getting outside the pocket, and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion, next play.
Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. To the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Turning it on. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. Florida Atlantic looking to score from the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Tells to run, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Could be an alley. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There he goes. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably